Long ago, God invited all the animals to a great feast in heaven. It was a special celebration, but there was one condition. Only animals that could fly were allowed to come. This meant that only the birds could attend. The tortoise was very interested in the feast because he loved food more than anything else. Since he had no wings, he went from one bird to another, begging them to lend him some feathers so he too could fly to heaven. Out of kindness, the birds agreed. Each bird gave him a feather until the tortoise had enough to cover himself and fly with them. When they arrived in heaven, they decided that each animal should choose a name so they could be called properly during the feast. One bird sighed, "My name will be Ben." Another bird said, "My name will be Tracy." When it was the tortoise's turn, he smiled and said, "My name will be Everyone." Soon, they were seated at a large table, waiting for the food. After a while, an angel arrived carrying a huge bowl of rice and chicken. The angel placed it before them and announced, "This food is for everyone." Immediately, the birds moved toward the food, but the tortoise quickly stopped them. "No," he said, "the food belongs to me, because my name is Everyone." Before anyone could argue, the tortoise began eating greed. Every time more food was brought and the angel said, "This is for everyone," the tortoise claimed it all for himself. The birds became very angry. They had helped him, yet he had cheated them. When the feast ended, the birds decided to collect all the feathers they had lent him before flying back to earth. One by one, they removed their feathers, leaving the tortoise unable to fly. Afraid, the tortoise begged them, "Please tell my wife to spread soft things on the ground, cloth, leaves, and cushions, so that when I jump down, I will not get hurt." But the birds were still angry. When they returned to earth, they told the tortoise's wife the opposite. "Your husband said you should spread all the hard objects you can find." His wife gathered stones, sticks, and hard objects on the ground. When the tortoise jumped down from heaven, he landed heavily on them. His shell broke into pieces and became cracked all over. That is why, until today, the tortoise carries cracks on his back.
Greed can turn kindness into regret, and dishonesty often brings painful consequences.